What's poppin', my beautiful Scorpios? Welcome to your July 2021 reading. If you're new here, I'm Spunky Ty. Thank you so much for joining the family. Welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. You guys, I'm gonna get right into this reading because I've been trying to be good with my timing, okay, on my videos, not lose you guys. All right, I've gone ahead and I have pulled the beginning spread, and if you don't know how this works, keep in mind this is a general reading, and so everything may not resonate. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the shoe don't fit, don't try to Anastasia and Grastasia it. That rhymed. Hopefully you know who those are. Those are the sisters from Cinderella that try to make the shoe fit. All right, Scorpio, my loves. Okay, remember that energy is interchangeable. Roles are interchangeable. Time is fluid. Okay, place yourself where you see fit. All right, don't try to force it. And let's get right into this. You guys, as I was meditating on your energy, I was picking up that you are in a state of transition. I want to say spiritually, mentally, but you can't seem to get there physically. You know what I mean? It's like you're thinking these things, you're thinking about what it is that you have to do, but you haven't gotten to actually do it yet. Right away with the spread, I'm picking up that you have to put more action into the things that you want to do with balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, this tells me that something may be coming to a completion, that you may be closing out a cycle. Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac usually signifies the end of something when you get the full moon in Pisces, right? The closing out of a chapter. And with this, for some of you, I feel like when it comes to balancing practicality and spirituality, it's like everything is not, a spiritual thing, right? It's like you can do the work spiritually, right? I can do a cleansing, I can do some sort of spell, some sort of ritual, right? And if I don't put action toward that, right? If I don't actually act as well to help that, to raise its power, things are either going to be delayed or nothing is going to happen, right? Because the universe helps you. The universe conspires with you. There are situations where the universe will do the work, right? But then there are situations where you also have to be realistic, right? Because we're still living in the 3D. Okay, so you still have to put in some work. With balance, practicality, spirituality, and practicality, I feel like some of you are doing things spiritually and expecting just for things to just come up out of thin air, And granted, I believe in miracles and I believe that those things do happen, right? But you still have to put some form of action toward helping the universe, right? Toward working with the universe to make those things come to fruition, okay? In addition to this, this tells me that for some of you, okay, I feel like there is an issue that is causing you to kind of have to fake it. You know what I mean? Like, and again, this is not for everybody, but with the energy is gaining momentum and your commitment is being tested, I feel like Pisces, again, for some of you, you may be looking to face some sort of a challenge, some sort of an obstacle, okay? Some of you may have already experienced this, but with this, is like you have to, again, think about what it is that you want and whether or not you've been committed enough, right? Have you put in the work? Have you been diligent? Have you taken some course of action? Okay, this tells me that you definitely have to put in more work. There's some sort of a situation that I feel like some of you are afraid of. It's like you're afraid to act on, right? You're afraid of the change. You're afraid of the end. Okay, with attachment here, this tells me that, and specifically this and this card and this card, balance, practicality, and spirituality. This talks about someone who's having to put up a front, This could be in love, this could be at work, this could be in some sort of, contract or agreement. But I feel like some of you are literally having to put up a front. Like, you don't even know if you want to be in this situation anymore, right? And I feel like you're being held back by fears, right? Fears and memories of the past, right? It could even be bad habits of your own, right? But it's like, as long as you stay hanging on to what's no longer serving you, what you already know, what your spirit is already telling you, I have to let this go. As long as you stay hanging on to those things, you will remain stuck. So it's like, I feel like some of you are wanting a change, right? Wanting to do something, but you're too afraid to let it go. And I feel like it's almost like Spirit is telling me you're living a lie, okay? Because you don't want to accept that this aspect of you, this part of you, may be over, okay? It may be done, and you're still hanging on to those things with, again, attachment. And then I'm pulling this and I see happy family here, contract here. Some of you may be considering divorce, okay? Some of you may be on the brink of divorce. And I feel like you're being held back by the thought of financial constraints, right? So you're being held back by the thought of, how am I going to do this alone? And Spirit is basically saying, well, if you think that something is too big of a hurdle for you to get over, that's exactly how it's going to be. But if you believe in yourself, if you believe in Spirit, if you believe and you have that blind faith and conviction that you can overcome things, all these things, right? That no obstacle is too big, no hurdle is too big, no mountain is too high, whatever, however you want to put it, right? You will overcome it. Now, with financial constraints, this does tell me that whatever situation you're looking at is going to require you to be wise with your money. Okay, that may, again, be a fear of yours, right? Is, how will I do this? Or I don't have enough to move forward with what I want or what I feel I should be doing, right? Finding a balance, right? Then this is a time for you to save money, to put it blatantly, right? To save money. With the Angel of Balance, this also talks about, again, this is like some of you are wearing a mask. Because the Angel of Balance also talks about, are you being real? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being honest with with others, right? I feel like some of you are just kind of like, again, wearing a mask, okay? When in fact, when in fact, a time for healing tells me that you are hurting over something, okay? You may be hurting over a dream, right? I feel like some of you have your heads, it's like you're romanticizing over something, and it's causing you to keep your head in the clouds about a certain situation, right? You're not being realistic about what is happening or what has come of this situation. It's like, for some of you, you don't want to accept that a relationship is coming to an end or is reaching that point of completion, right? With be bold and make the first move. I feel like some of you are needing to have a conversation, right? A conversation regarding contractual agreements, right? If this is in regards to business, it's like this requires you to really be bold, right? And make the first move, meaning, listen, be honest. Let's sit down, let's talk, let's have a conversation. With the Angel of Balance and contract here, this does tell me like you guys are trying to make a decision on whether or not to move away from something or to remain there. And I feel like for many of you, this attachment is really just keeping you stuck. It's like you feel that this is no longer it, but you're afraid to move forward, okay? You're afraid because maybe you feel you don't have enough money. Maybe, this is a relationship where you have depended a lot on, the other person to provide, right? Maybe that other person is the sole provider, or maybe, I don't know, you have a house and you have all of these bills and you're like, well, how I got into this, and I thought that this was my end all be all, but that's not what it's feeling like anymore, okay? How committed are you to this situation? But more importantly, how committed are you to yourself, right? Because with the angel of balance, this is about choices and honoring yourself in those choices. If you stay in this situation, are you really honoring yourself? Right? Maybe at one point this was everything that you wanted, but that's not the case. For many of you, I'm feeling like that's not the case so much anymore. Okay? Spirit, tell me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio regarding this situation here? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And you know, for some of you, this is also about, you know, scare money don't make no money. Some of you have to sacrifice, right? Because it's like the universe wants to see, how committed are you? Are you willing to say, you know what? I got $100, 50 of that is going to go toward my purpose, my dreams, my goals. How committed are you to those dreams, to those goals, right? Because they're possible. Spirit is saying they're possible, but it's like if you remain in like this lack, you know, scarcity mindset, right? Lack consciousness. It's like you're afraid to invest in yourself, okay? You're afraid to invest in yourself, right? Some of you have greater things coming, but you're still attached to a certain mindset. You're still attached to a certain habit, right? So like if you're working more, and I'm saying this to you and, you know, pot calling the kettle black, right? Because we could all take this advice. If you're needing to accomplish something, it's like, yo, you got to put in that work. You might not get as much sleep as you want to get. You might not get as much sleep as you used to get, right? Why? Because it requires you to make the most of the time that you have. It requires you, there's some sort of a sacrifice that you have to make to get to where you want to be. For some of you in the love aspect, I feel like the sacrifice for you is feeling like you're embarrassed, feeling like, oh man, what will someone else think of me? Okay. And for others of you in business, this is just not wanting to sacrifice sleep, time, effort, work, right? You know what I mean? It's like you can't have a dream and then be thinking that you're going to get, you know, your full 8 hours of sleep. That's just not realistic. Right? Not if you're trying to grind, not if you're really trying to make that dream come true. Listen, you be good if you get 4 hours in. You know what I mean? And that other 4 hours, like, look, I'm putting in work. Okay? Some of you are still attached to those old ways, to those old habits, right? To those old patterns. And it's like old ways won't open new doors. Old habits won't open new doors. I think I said that right. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising? Tell me about the spread. First card out is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about being lucky, being abundant. Okay, this is also about stability. Okay, but this is being lucky, being abundant. This is about value, right? Something may be coming in. Spirit, what messages? What else, Spirit? Tell me more for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, July 2020. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. What is the energy? Yeah, 5 of Cups, okay? This is a loss. I feel like some of you are feeling like you're about to have to leave that stability, right? Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Something was taken back. I feel like some of you are feeling like you need to take back your love. Okay, Pisces, I feel like you are holding now you're like holding back emotions. I feel like you're in a state where you're just like stuck, like, damn, why'd I make all of these decisions? And this is, again, understand that the roles are interchangeable. Place yourself where you see fit, okay? You know what role you play in the situation. Cross watcher is the same thing, okay? But somebody here is feeling stuck, is feeling like, damn, why did I make all of these mistakes? There's a lot of regret here, okay? There's a lot of feeling like, some of you may be feeling like you gave up a dream, like you gave up just I don't know, a certain life, a certain lifestyle. It's like, I feel like some of you are sitting back like, damn, I never pictured that I would be here. You know, I just thought, and sadly, like this, some of you are feeling guilty for saying this, right? It's like the mother who has the baby at a young age, like me, right? It's like I had my son at 19 and I don't regret having my child, but I'm like, damn, I could have waited, right? I could have waited a few more years. Gratefully, he's gonna be 18 on Monday. So, you know, I did my due diligence, not due diligence. I did my part, right? He graduated from high school. But some of you are feeling like this, are really in the energy of like, damn, I made some really bad decisions and are not knowing how to get out of it. Some of you are still feeling like, you know, like you lost something. I feel like some of you are feeling like you lost a good life, or you gave up a certain life or lifestyle for this life, and you're now unhappy with it. Okay, we're gonna keep going because I'm getting too far into the message. Tell me more, Spirit. Let me pull some more cards to see what else. Oh, here it goes. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Hermit. Let me just pull some out. What else, Spirit? So we got Taurus energy, we got Earth energy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then we got the Hermit, which is also Virgo. So a lot of Earth energy here. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you. I'm gonna flip this. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, okay? So in reverse. And I don't really like doing reverse cards, but I'm gonna read it like that anyway, okay? Because it's really telling me something. And the Lovers in reverse as well, okay? So this right away tells me that this is a relationship, okay? Some of you, it may be, a business partnership, but this may just be speaking to one or two people, okay? But this here is like separation that's either occurred or on the horizon, okay? And you knowing, okay, that this is not it for you anymore, or maybe not, you know, not for the person. I feel like maybe you are avoiding a conversation, okay? With the Page of Cups in reverse, you are avoiding a conversation about love, about no longer wanting to do this together, okay? The Three of Pentacles is about building, working on something that's important to you together, right? Laying the foundation down for a family, right? With the Lovers in reverse, you guys some of you may already be in separation, okay? But certainly some of you are on the brink of it, right? Some of you are needing to, like, starting to isolate. Some of you are not even speaking to your person already, okay? And if you live with this person still, if you guys are not officially separated, if you're still living with this person, I almost feel like it's like one person's in one room, the other person's in the other room, and it's like maybe in front of people you speak to each other, maybe it's like a different vibe when other people are around, because it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, oh, people are here, oh, people are gone, you know what I mean? I feel like that. But with the Hermit card, this is like, I feel like, Scorpio, you're having some sort of an epiphany. You're being enlightened about something, right? Like your solitude is like, you may be with someone and still feel alone, right? But this is about really having to go within and get to know, well, what do I want? Do I even want this situation anymore? This hasn't turned out the way I want it to be. So the way I wanted it, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Okay, this is Aquarian energy. It may mean something to you, it may not. Okay, but the Star is about hope and healing, right? It's about having faith in something. And it's like, you know, your life, a relationship doesn't have to be your end all be all, right? It doesn't have to be the end all be all. Okay, there's still hope. Okay, there's still hope here for you, but it requires you to have faith in yourself. Okay, it requires you to balance your emotions. I feel like for some of you, there's something that's going to come in. Maybe you've been waiting for a promotion. Maybe you've been waiting for some money, and it hasn't come in yet. Okay, maybe you feel like you're not very abundant right now, okay? And I feel like it's because you're in this energy right now where you're being a little bit bitter, it's kind of like you're grieving something that hasn't happened yet, but you're attracting that kind of thing. And it's like, you know, have faith, right? Have faith, but there's also putting things into action. With the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you know, Leo energy, okay? You may be dealing with a Leo, but this is energy that's, you know, very in and out. You may be having to deal, to heal from a relationship with a Leo. But also this tells me that you may be having to build that confidence, right? Have that faith in yourself that you will be able to start a new beginning. Okay, start something new, something that you once had passion for, right? It could be a project, it could be a job. Some of you may have given up, you know, the work, you know, your dreams to be a mom or to be a wife or, you know, to be a girlfriend. But I feel like you've been committed to this situation and this person, and now you're feeling like, damn, I forgot about myself. I just gave so much into this that I don't even know who I am anymore. Okay, and I want to start something new. I want to start a new life. This is about having confidence, taking inspired action, and also it's about communicating this to the other person, right? I feel like in this situation there has been a lot of disagreements, a lot of just quarrels, like bickering. You know what I mean? Maybe not getting along with family members. Okay, some issues with family, maybe unsolicited advice. You know, like people just in your ear, like telling you things, and this is causing issues between you and this person. But Scorpio, ultimately, you basically, what Spirit is saying is you have the power to make the change, right? And the way to do that is by being real with yourself, being honest with yourself, honoring your higher self, honoring your spirit, right? Is this situation serving you? Is this still what you want? Okay? Am I still committed in this situation? Right? And committed doesn't have to mean that you're a cheater. It doesn't have to mean that you're doing any of that. It just may mean like, I don't want to be committed here anymore. I want something else. I want something better. Maybe you want to chase after the life that you had dreamed of before. And Spirit is saying, well, you know what? Like, you still have the opportunity to do that, right? Children are not holding you back, okay? It's going to require more work if you're a mom or a dad, a single mom or a single dad. It's going to require a little more work, but you are being supported by the universe, okay? So basically, it's time to make a decision. Scorpio, that was a mouthful. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. If this resonated with you, please share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know how it resonated with you. I love to hear, like stories. You guys got to chop it up with me, okay? Turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when your girl uploads a new video. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can always hit me up via email at SpiritualSpunky@gmail.com. That's in the description box below, or on IG if you want to follow me, Spiritual_Spunky, also in the description box below. You guys, as I always say, remember to breathe, keep your vibrations high, honor your truth, and stay in your light. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.